Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is a Yankee candle votive display holder, and that is because this is a Yankee candle votive tucked inside a box. Okay, technically I was trying to design something else, but when that didn't work, I was actually really happy with the end result of this. And it's, you know, I kind of wanted to create kind of an optical illusion. I don't really know if that's the right way to say it, but I just didn't want this to look like it was holding a Yankee votive. But it is. So, one of those ones that's going to be great on a display at a craft fair. You can see a whole load of these stacked across, particularly in the run up to Christmas. I'm going to show you how to make it. You need a piece of cardstock that is 9 3/4 by 5 3/4 inches, which is 25.5 by 15 centimetres. So, going to be a wibbly, sneaky little bit of difference. And I'm going to show you how to make it. So, on the long side, this is Bermuda Bay paper. I did sew saffron here. Wasn't actually meaning to do so saffron. It was late at night and I was getting a bit tired when I was building and designing. So, meant to be delightful Dijon, but we'll gloss over that. So, okay, score it on the long side first at 1 3/4 of an inch, 4 inches, 5 3/4 and 8 inches, which is 4.5, 10.5, 15 and 21 centimetres. Turn it round and score it again at 1 3/4 and at 4 inches, which is 4.5 and 10.5 centimetres. Okay, so come along and fold and burnish your score lines. If I can get my teeth in, that would be fold, not fode. Fold, burnish, score lines, in that order. We're going to close this up in a particular way. It's going to close like that, and these parts are going to fold round. Now, obviously you can't see where the join is. If I open this up, you can just about see that's where the sides stick down, although I haven't stuck them down very well. So it's all going to get hidden by the designer series paper. So basically it's going to fold around like that, and we're going to, oopsie daisy, punch a hole in one part, which is what your candle is going to sit into. It's basically, it's a mirror image. You've got, if this being your centre point, it's identical that way and that way. So whichever one you choose to do doesn't matter at all. What you do need to do is make a template first, because you don't want your circle to be in the wrong place. 1 3/4 inch circle punch. Punch one of those out, and as you can see, it's absolutely perfect. It was clearly made for it. So grab your punch out, a little bit of snail on the back, and just decide, like I say, they're identical. It doesn't matter which is which because it's exactly the same. But make that your template, pop it centred on one of these square parts. Obviously you can't reach with the punch like that, so you need to fold this bit under. We are going to punch through both parts. It's going to get hidden, so it doesn't matter. Punch that out. So you see, we've got that. It's okay. It's going to get tucked away, hidden away, and hidden by the DSP. Cut away like that. What we need to do now is cut up all of these score lines here. So, cut straight up them. Whoops, wiggled that one. It's just neat. I've got wibbly hands today. So come round, cut up all of them. Okay, so it's all going to fold around like that. These parts are all going to fold in. So there's a bit we don't need. Don't need that part on the opposite end to where our hole is. It must make it the opposite end. We kind of need... We need this one here, because if you cut that away, you're left with a very spindly little bit, and that's just no good. Okay, so fold those. That is it's just gonna help anchor it basically. So we're gonna put some strong adhesive on these square panels. And some on this one, but obviously, you know, I'm just going to get myself all gummed up if I try and do that, so I'm just going to, a little bit of snail. take a bit more time, use some Tombow or something like that. You'll find it makes life a lot easier if you've got wiggle room. So I'm lining up that part first, okay? Fold these bits in and the sides over. And I've put these on the outside this time so you've got a neat inside. And I will explain that when I've put it together. When you look inside now, you probably can't see it. I'll put it this way. It doesn't look like that. You can't see it basically. It's all hidden away. Much better. Now we're just going to cover up everything. We're going to cover up this part. We're going to cover up this part. It's all going to be fabulous. With a piece of Designer Series paper, Bohemian, 1 3/4 inches by 11 inches, 4.5 centimetres by 28, and just gently wrap it. And sort of pinch, trim off a little bit of there. Done. Marvellous. Neat, just reinforce those score lines. I love this paper. I really didn't think I was going to like it. I'm not a big bold pattern kind of girl, but I love these. I have used this pattern on my team notebooks, the ones that I send out to my team when they join me. I have used this obviously on this project and I love it, and I really do like it. I kind of surprised myself. I'm not a big pattern girl. So, okay. And I will tell you that, I just got the wrong bit down. Oh dear. There we go. Let's fingers and thumbs day. Oh. There we go. So that means candle tucked in. Just want to put a little bit of sequin trim on. I used Bermuda Bay this time on the original. I'm just going to use the opposite. I'm going to use gold. Sequin trim. It's pretty. It's effective. You can tie it in knots with no issue whatsoever, because the sequins don't come off, because they're all stitched on. Doesn't matter if you're like me and you can't tie a bow, because sequins are just fabulous. So trim off, tiny little, you're going to have a mini glue dot just behind the knot, just to keep it anchored. And that's my candle, my Yankee Votive candle holder, done. And like I say, I could see a whole load of these on some shelves at a craft fair or something like that. Sell like hotcakes, I reckon. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.